Okay, let's take a look at the In the Mood roll. So the In the Mood roll is ultimately a forward roll, and it's primarily used in backup playing. This is a roll that Earl Scruggs most likely got from a Glenn Miller song, that's a jazz tune, called In the Mood, because this is basically the melody of In the Mood, the song. So let's take a look at how this lays out. So first, I'm going to show you a forward roll that you can use to practice. Now this is just a one measure roll. The actual In the Mood roll is a roll that's designed to flow over two measures. So any chord progression that has two measures of a chord, you can use this roll. You can use it for up the neck, back up. Movable chord shapes is where it's really used a lot out of the F shape. But you can really use this on any chord. You can use it first position over the C, or you could use it over the D chord, first position. But I'm just going to show you a one measure roll that you could use to practice. And it sounds like this. And you could loop that. So that would be used over just one measure of a chord. So this roll goes thumb on the fourth string, index on the second, middle on the first, thumb on the third, index on the second, middle on the first, thumb on the third, and middle on the first. So that can be used with the In the Mood roll. That would be used if there was just a one measure, a place where there was just one chord for one measure versus two measures of a certain chord. So you could loop this for practice. It's definitely very similar in the feel of the In the Mood roll. So let's actually look at the two measure version of the In the Mood roll now. So that sounds like this. And see how that flows over two measures. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it just creates a little bit more of a nice flow. So the actual In the Mood roll, that's going to sound like this. We're going to have, or it's going to be picked like this. We're going to have thumb on the fourth string, index second, middle first, thumb third, index second, middle first, thumb third, index second, middle first, and then one more time, thumb third, index second, middle first, and then there's a little pause, and then it's going to do a reverse roll. So index is going to go on the second string, thumb third, and middle first. So that creates this sound. So now let's take a look at that with the F-shape chord. Okay, so we're going to now practice this with the F-shape G chord. And just to look at this chord, we've got ring on fourth string, fifth fret, middle on third string, fourth fret, index second string, third fret, pinky first string, fifth fret. And we have our G chord in the F shape. So first, you could work on it with that first forward roll that I showed you. And now you can use that with the In the Mood roll, and that would sound like this. Okay, so those are the basic elements that you're going to be using to move around the neck. So what I would do is just focus on the swing of the roll. That roll has a real bounce to it, and that's the kind of thing that you really want to make sure you're putting as a priority is, play along with the video, and I'll do a little bit of repetition with that real quick, and just try to play along with me to where you can get that bounce if you haven't already done this before. Because you don't want to only practice it super metronomic like this. Because it just doesn't feel right, and it won't really sound that good in the music unless it's got that bounce to it. That's a hard thing to describe exactly, how to get that bounce, but I got that by playing along with records for sure, like playing along with Earl Scruggs records, J.D. Crowe records, anything that I transcribed, I would spend a little time playing with that, even if it was slowed down, because you're still trying to land on the notes that they're landing on in the recording. So I'm going to do a little exercise and just open to where you can play along with my right hand here. So I'm going to count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so try playing along with that a little bit just to see if you can get that bounce into your right hand. It's one of those things where it's kind of tough to describe, but once you get it, you can't not know it. You'll just know it forever. So work on that bounce, and we're going to be revisiting this in more arrangements of the backup as we go through the course, and you'll see more of this. So you'll get to use this for sure. And also, just practice moving that around with different chords. See, you can use this on all sorts of different chords. If I played a G minor, I could play this roll. And it sounds really good. Or here, if I was playing a D minor. So it's just a really musical roll, and it's very important to bluegrass backup, so bluegrass banjo backup. So anyway, work on this, and you're going to see more of this in the course. So we'll see you in the next lesson.